In this video, we're going to be talking about victim mentality and being the victor in your mentality and how it will affect the law of attraction and on what you create in your reality. So by the end of this video, you're going to have a better understanding on what to do and what to avoid. Hello and welcome to another episode of Create Your Reality. My name is Jason. Thank you very much for viewing my channel. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about victim mentality versus the victor or victorious mentality and how it affects your outer reality directly. So when doing these processes, trying to stay positive and all that stuff, it can be a little tough at first because you have to build your mentality up to start thinking in new ways. So your subconscious mind is used to thinking at a certain way if you are completely unaware of how the law of attraction works, because in all essence, we are attracting everything 24/7. It does not stop, and it's all run by your subconscious mind. So if you're not aware of how your subconscious mind works and you are running around with a very pessimistic attitude, well, you have thoughts and then you have the feelings of that pessimism that you've ingrained in your subconscious hardware, and your subconscious mind is going to start looking for things to validate that. So when we constantly have this victim mentality, well, what is it exactly? Well, being the victim is basically there's not enough to go around. I'm not that lucky. And if something does good happen to me, it'll just end up going by the wayside, or something even more terrible will happen. And it constantly feeds that never-ending cycle. And the reason why it's very easy to fall into that trap is because your subconscious mind is programmed to keep you at a certain level. It may not be glorious and pleasant and pretty, but you are comfortable staying in that realm because you could very well be possibly afraid to be let down. If you try something, it works out, and then all of a sudden it wipes away. But you know what? That's just information from the universe or whatever faith or denomination that you believe is giving you information back on what you're thinking subconsciously to help you let that internal baggage go. And the thing too is that when we constantly have this victim mentality, you're always expecting the worst. There's not enough resources, or it's just excuse after excuse after excuse. And they may seem very logical, for sure, and they are true. But also, if you switch your mentality over to a more victor or victorious mindset, that is also true. It's all in how you look at it. So the victim mentality is all about staying stuck in the problem, and then you find answers to why those problems will still keep happening. So, don't even try whatsoever, because that's what's going to happen. And when you keep embedding your mind into that, like I said, your subconscious mind will look for people, places, and things, and also feelings to validate what you are thinking. Now, when you start flipping that switch over to the other side of more victorious, well, what do victorious people do? They are constantly searching for solutions to all the problems. It's a very solution-orientated mindset. And the more you keep practicing on doing that, your mind will start going on autopilot of a more solution-based mindset. When I say I can't do something, that person's way too better, or way better, I'm constantly downplaying my gifts and my attributes to where I become more of the victim of circumstance in life. And I'm a firm believer of that. You literally create your own luck. And what I mean by that is when you're popping these good thoughts, feelings, emotions, and positive outcomes, because you always want to live in the end result, you will start aligning to, again, people, places, and things that will start reaffirming those sorts of situations. So you will start getting your manifestations easier and faster, and it feels like that luck is just completely on your side, which it is, because everything is energy. Your body is energy based. So when you start thinking of more positive thoughts, you're literally upregulating the energy in your body. And that's where it kind of seems like things start falling in your lap, and you're just a very lucky person. It's because you're programming your subconscious mind to look for the solutions of all your problems. Because when your subconscious mind deals with problems, it deals with it in an infinite way. It's completely infinite in its intelligence on how to figure out these problems. So, for example, if I'm working on the computer, I need to figure something out I don't know, and it's really giving me a headache, that's my intuition saying stop, relax, take a break, and go for a walk or whatever it is. If you got like writer's block or something, all of a sudden when you are least expecting and you're calm and in the moment, that's when the answers start coming. It's in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind is directly connected to your higher self, because that knows exactly what to do at all times, but it's only a matter of you listening to it. So you can listen to the victim part of your brain or subconscious self and just stay in your wallows, or you can start switching over to the victim or victor mentality and be more victorious in your life, because it can go both ways. You can find the answers to all your problems if you have that victorious mindset, or you can find the answer to all your problems and keep you down in that victim mindset. It's basically up to you. So when people say there's no resources, or how am I going to get this, or how am I going to, don't worry about that. You just follow one thing at a time. You start imprinting in your subconscious mind, and then a natural chain of events will start unfolding, where again, you start meeting people, places, and things. You start getting the ideas. They may not be, the perfect idea where it gets you that break, but it's starting to rewire your brain to start thinking in new ways. And eventually, out of 100 ideas, you got that one idea that is solid, and that will give you that break or that answer that you are looking for. This is all part of the game of life that you must play. If you don't play, you're going to fail by default. And if you don't do anything, something drastic in your life when you're least expecting it will happen, because it's happened to me time and time again. It's like saying, hey, you need to move around, start doing stuff, start taking more accountability for your actions, how you are thinking, because at the end of the day, we all go through traumas and all that, everybody of some form or another, but and that's not your fault of what happened to you, but it is your responsibility and your accountability 100% and beyond to own it and be accountable for it. And therefore, you may not have had a choice back then, or have had a choice back then, but now you do, because you're aware of these tools, and now you can start taking ownership of your life to start progressing into a more victor or victorious mindset. And I guarantee you, if you just keep doing these principles of doing affirmations, or some of the meditations that I have on my channel, where you just literally sleep, you let that stuff soak right in, and then you go about your night or your day or whatever time of day you want to listen to it, or write a note card saying, hey, I am victorious and awesome. And it may seem silly at first, but the more you keep doing it, you're going to start tricking your subconscious mind. And then when it starts registering, you start feeling those good thoughts and emotions. That's when you start noticing more of that abundance in your life. So again, really, the choice is up to you. So if you like this video, please hit the like, share, and subscribe button to this channel to help you create the reality that you want. And at the end of the day, you are in charge of your reality. You can create the reality that you want. You just have to believe in yourself. So thank you very much for viewing, and blessings.